Did you know that only 1 in 1,000 sea turtles make it to adulthood? That's about 20 to 25 years in age. And these little guys, or maybe I should say big guys, can live up to 50 and sometimes even 60 years. Seems pretty interesting to me. Hey, if you're here on the Emerald Coast and you're looking for something to do with the kids, surely you've heard of the Gulfarium, and they have an assortment of special encounters that you can sign up for and go online and reserve a spot. But today we're here doing something super special. I brought my kids with me, my 13-year-old and my 11-year-old, and we're all super excited to take a tour of the C.A.R.E Center. And that's where they rehab sea turtles that they've rescued from the Gulf. So about a year ago, my son was a part of a local program called the Junior Lifeguard Program. And in this scenario, his program was called up really early one morning and asked to rush out to the beach that the Gulfarium C.A.R.E Center was going to be releasing rehabbed sea turtles, and they wanted these junior lifeguards to help guide them out into the Gulf. We hustled on, got our coffee, ran out to the beach, and it was the coolest thing to get to watch these sea turtles be returned into their natural habitat. So it got us thinking, what else is a part of this? Today, we're gonna take a tour of the Gulfarium's Caring for Turtles, their rehab center. At the Gulfarium Marine Adventure Park, there is an after hours behind the scene tour called Caring for Turtles. And in this particular tour, which you do need a reservation for, they take really small groups, but Okaloosa County partners with the Gulfarium to take you behind the scenes and see what they're doing to preserve these beautiful sea turtles. The program begins with an educational briefing from a local marine biologist. They take the time to explain the life cycle of a turtle and the various species that you can find in Northwest Florida. And then they go into kind of the process of their nesting and how to identify a turtle's nest versus other tracks that you may see on the beach. And then it talks about a little bit about what they do to help those nests, those turtles, hatchlings, make it to the Gulf. Next, the C.A.R.E Center staff take you into the rehab center and introduce you to the current turtle residents. They talk about what they are doing to rehabilitate these particular patients.
Try to get scoped tomorrow to get those removed if we can. Very active, loves swimming around. This is our own personal splash zone. In this habitat over here, we have a beautiful green sea turtle. Looks much different than arugula. I had to look her up to be very specific and very certain.
We met Mr. Wright, which is a lifelong resident who was born with no left side flippers, aka Mr. Wright. And finally, as a part of the Caring for Turtles tour, we were given the opportunity to work through a mock turtle intake. And we were given the task of determining if a turtle can be admitted into their program. Our particular turtle had a fish hook in its mouth and was a prime candidate for the C.A.R.E Center, according to its x-rays and pictures. All of these beautiful efforts from all of these different entities are brought together in the hopes that one day these turtles can be rehabilitated and returned to their natural habitat. And for us, that's here on the Gulf Coast of Northwest Florida.
Loggerhead sea turtles can live to be 50, 60, and even 70 years of age. This is
So much better.
considered a sub-adult sea turtle, so it could be anywhere from 8 to 15, 18 years of age. We can do that by taking a measurement of their shell, otherwise known as the carapace. The carapace is the shell of the turtle, and we'll take the measurements. Again, Bubbles has been tagged on the back flipper, and that way if Bubbles should strand again or come up on the beach or be hooked again, have a nice applause for Bubbles, and Bubbles is on his way. Way to go, Bubbles!
Bye, Bubbles!
Good luck out there, Bubbles!
Hey kids!
Hello.
What did y'all like about the C.A.R.E Center tour?
It was cool seeing all the turtles in rehab and learning about them.
What kind of things were they rehabbing the turtles from?
Fishing hooks, lost limbs,
Oh,
and diseases or fractured lungs. collapsed lungs and broken bones and things like that.
What can we do to help the sea turtles?
Pick up trash.
We can also use these turtle-friendly flashlights to not confuse them when baby turtles are leaving their nest.
And why is it important, my children, to not leave holes on the beach?
Because they could fall in and hurt themselves or maybe even die.
Because of a hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, the baby turtles have a really hard time getting to the beach or getting into the water from the sand.
Hey, we've had a great time at the Care Center in the Gulfarium and learning how to care for sea turtles. If you've enjoyed this video, check out this playlist of things to do in Destin, Florida. See you next Thursday.